This is what a bag full of pollen looks like. All of this pollen is actually what makes these little apple blossoms turn into apples. Let me break it down for you. So these bees are attracted to the smell or like the nectar of the apple blossoms. These little things are called anthers. They have the pollen on them. This is a red delicious apple blossom. And we're gonna pretend that this is a Granny Smith blossom. So the bee will take pollen from the red delicious and bring it over to the Granny Smith. Pollen from the red delicious rubs off on the stigma, which is this like centermost part right here. At that point, that apple blossom has been cross-pollinated, so it's been fertilized and it can make babies, which actually are the apples. Or I guess they're the seeds in the apples. When we're growing acres and acres of apples and pears, we need to help the bees out a little bit. So this is pure pollen from Firman Pollen. They'll send us a box of pollen that is appropriate for whatever variety needs to be cross-pollinated. I'll open this bag of pollen. It smells very like earthy, kind of sweet. But this is pure pollen, and so we apply it using a helicopter. It has to be a dry day, very little wind, and he'll like spread out that pollen, and it's really cool, but it also helps us as farmers make sure that most of these apple blossoms actually get pollinated and they turn into fruit. And trust me, our bees are still super important to us, and they actually do most of this work, but you know, everyone needs a little help once in a while.